When a lot of people picture an African nation, they imagine a single unbroken landscape or one uniform culture, but the reality on the ground is infinitely more complex. This map shows the modern shape of Ghana. Watch how it divides, fracturing into 16 distinct color-coded territories. These are the 16 sons of the nation, each radiating its own unique culture, geography, and history. To truly understand this country, you have to start where the land meets the water. Down on the Atlantic shore, Greater Accra wakes up every morning in the sea breeze, moves slightly west into the central lands, and that breeze carries a heavy historical weight. The old white stone forts still stand along the rocky shoreline, their cannons pointed outward, quiet reminders of the colonial era. These southern shores have always acted as the nation's doorway. We have to look at these coastal gateways first, because understanding the forces that arrive from the ocean helps us appreciate the soul of the country further inland. Continuing along that shoreline, the western realm opens up. The Twin Cities sit right on the edge of the water, anchored by long stretches of golden sand. Then the geography shifts. Head slightly north into the western North region, and the beach gives way to rich dark earth, packed tight with towering cocoa trees. This specific pocket of land drives a massive part of the national economy. The fertile soil here turns those cocoa pods into one of the country's most valuable exports. In a matter of miles, the story moves away from the old stone castles of the coast and dives into dense green canopies that fuel modern industry. The ocean is the threshold, but to find the center of the country's cultural authority, the path leads further inland. As the saltwater air fades, the terrain thickens into lush green heartlands. This is the Ashanti region. Kumasi sits in the center of it all, steeped in tradition. Leaders here sit alongside the ceremonial golden stool, wrapped in intricate kente cloth. That stool carries immense cultural gravity. It acts as the ultimate unifying symbol for the Ashanti people, representing the soul of their nation and a fiercely independent royal heritage. From that center of royal authority, trace a line straight to the east. Here, the flat green plains suddenly rise up, climbing into high mountain ridges. That dramatic climb creates spectacular geography. Water crashes down sheer rock cliffs at the Boti Falls, carving deep pools out of the mountain. By combining the unyielding traditional power of Kumasi with these towering eastern peaks, the heart of the country proves it has deep roots and a high reach. Right in the middle of the country, the land splinters into incredibly diverse ecosystems. The Ahafo region holds some of the deepest, richest earth you can find. Compare that quiet farming land to Bono East, where the trading markets hum with gold, or Bono Central, a region layered with long-kept historical secrets. This diagram maps the flow of the Volta River. Watch how it sweeps across the screen, carving a path through the central landscape. Notice how bright green patches blossom alongside the water. This supply feeds the ancient forests in the Oti region. These central rivers and dense forests operate as a massive ecological engine. They draw moisture up from the south and build a vital bridge toward the northern frontier. Once you cross that water and head north, the landscape transforms immediately. The dense green canopy strips away, and the air heats up as the land flattens out into sweeping savannas. These wild open horizons belong to completely different wildlife. The red dirt roads of the Savannah region are regularly walked by massive elephants moving freely across the plains. And the sounds here are entirely different. We are hundreds of miles away from the crashing ocean breezes of the coast, and the music of the north reflects that drier, warmer air. In the Upper West, the rhythmic traditions rely heavily on the sharp resonant tones of the traditional wooden xylophone, Right next door, the Upper East region pairs those tones with intricate, fast-paced dances, drumming out the rhythms with their feet. This northern ecosystem feels like an entirely separate world from the southern beaches. It proves exactly how wide the spectrum of geography and culture stretches within these borders. The journey from the southern coast to the northern border covers a massive geographic and cultural distance. Within those borders, 16 different regions operate under 16 different names, each with a landscape that looks nothing like the one before it. But these regional differences are anchored by a shared history. When Kwame Nkrumah claimed independence, he did so for every region at once, transforming 16 separate territories into one unified republic. Accra, Kumasi, and Bolga are separated by hundreds of miles in radically different environments, but by trading at the same markets and honoring that same history, these 16 unique regions operate as one coherent nation.